The starter motor is fitted on the top part of the chassis so as not to block the air intake which is below. There's nowhere on this model of engine, the Viper, to fit a starter motor. On the Jet Provost aircraft, the starter fits into an aircraft gearbox, which I don't have, forward of the engine. Then there's a drive out of the gearbox into the front of the engine. I've replicated this, as can be seen here, with my own system, as Rolls-Royce said to me would need to be done. For the aircraft gearbox, and in any case it would probably be too heavy for my particular application. A chain drive down from a shaft system I've made, which connects to the starter motor when it engages, as can be seen there, down to a drive dog. And that drive dog can engage or disengage. Once the engine is running, I can disconnect that from a lever in the cockpit. Drive system into the front of the turbine there is much the same as it would be on the aircraft, because the aircraft gearbox has a shaft coming out of it into the front of the turbine like this is. Some have ridiculed my starter system from the point of view of the chain spinning round at an alleged 14,000 revs per minute. It's not the same as a car. A car starter is spinning round, connected to the ring gear of the flywheel, which is crawling around until the engine picks up and fires. The jet starter system is different. The starter is spinning round relatively slowly and it's geared up in the aircraft gearbox, but I've done it with the chain, and geared up again into this first gearbox on the inlet. So the turbine is spinning far faster than the starter does. So the starter motor and the drive does not spin round at turbine speed or anywhere near it. The starter speed with fully charged batteries is 850 revs per minute. I've measured it with a digital tachometer. Off load, so on load it will spin probably a bit slower. And in any case, once the engine fires up, the starter stops anyway on the aircraft and disconnects. I can disconnect it with my drive dog, so the chain will have stopped. But in any case, my double engine Triumph drag bike coupling chain used to spin round at 8,000 revs per minute on the line before I dropped the clutch in. That never gave any problems. So 850 revs is absolutely nothing. Perfectly safe, and as I say, it disconnects once the engine is started. Unconventional maybe, but that's me. There's no other way this could work. There's nowhere on this engine for a starter motor to connect directly into it. The starter panel, I've just got a temporary setup at the moment, and we'll do a starter run, view from this side and then another view from the other side. I'd like to give or take this opportunity to give my thanks to one or two of the jetmen who have helped me with advice, and one or two with components. Very much appreciated. I just wish I got the same encouragement from certain others for my unusual project. Anyway, here we go. seen, the chain has now stopped, turbine is still spinning. I've yet to build a proper starter panel. I've just done a temporary setup here just to test it. Here's another view of it coming up. Maybe unconventional, but perfectly safe. The chain is disconnected, the turbine's still spinning. The next time it spins, early next year I hope, it will light up. Aware that there is an adapter gearbox with a different starter motor that can be fitted into the front of these engines. It's not a standard unit. I believe they're available. Probably about £1,000. I did have an offer from Adrian and Matt to help me out with this, but I don't want to be under any obligation and beholden too much to people, although I do appreciate the help. I just wanted to use my own systems where possible. I did say I would take them up on the offer if my system didn't work. But my system seems to work okay with these tests. We'll see when I light it up next year. But thanks to them anyway. Apologies for the wobbly camera at places.